Let's be real for a second. Have you ever just stopped and stared at a full moon? I mean, really looked at it and felt something? It's like there's this pull, this energy that makes you pause and wonder, what's out there? What's possible? Now imagine if I told you that on March 14th, 2025, that same moon could unlock everything you've been hoping for. Crazy, right? But here's the thing. People all over the world believe full moons are magical. They're a chance to reset, recharge, and manifest. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. So, why does March 14th, 2025 matter so much? Let me tell you, it's not just any full moon. It's the worm moon. Weird name, right? But it actually makes total sense. The worm moon gets its name because it signals the start of spring when the soil warms up, worms reappear, and birds return. Nature's literally waking up. It's a cosmic reset button. And spiritually, it's all about fresh starts, new opportunities, and personal growth. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how things just feel lighter in spring? Like there's this new chance, a breath of fresh air. That's the universe telling you it's time to bloom. And the full moon? It amplifies all that energy. It's like the universe is handing you a golden opportunity to let go of what's been holding you back and step into something bigger. Cultures across the world have celebrated full moons for centuries. From ancient tribes who danced under its glow to modern spiritual seekers using its power to set intentions, it's all connected. The full moon brings clarity. It reveals truths. It's like a flashlight for your soul. So, on March 14th, when the worm moon rises, it's not just about watching the sky. It's about unlocking a new version of you. Let's be honest. Have you ever felt like something's just holding you back? Like no matter how hard you push, there's this invisible wall. Yeah, we've all been there. It's frustrating, right? But here's the thing. Sometimes it's not about working harder. It's about clearing the energy that's blocking you. Negative vibes, old habits, limiting beliefs, they pile up without us even noticing. But guess what? The full moon on March 14th is your perfect chance to hit reset. One night, one ritual, and you could open the door to everything you've been waiting for. All right, let's talk about why this ritual is more than just a cool thing to try. Ever wondered why salt and water matter so much? I mean, think about it. Water, it's all around us. It flows, it adapts, it nourishes life. It's like the ultimate symbol of clarity and flexibility. And salt? Salt has been used for centuries for purification and protection. From ancient cultures using it in ceremonies to people today placing salt lamps in their homes for better vibes. It's all connected. When you mix salt and water together, you're not just making a solution, you're creating a powerful energy conductor. Now here's where it gets interesting. Add a full moon to that combo, boom, you've got yourself a cosmic powerhouse. The full moon is like nature's amplifier. It boosts whatever energy you're putting out there. That's why people feel emotional, restless, or inspired during full moons. The moon's gravitational pull doesn't just affect tides, it affects us too. Since our bodies are mostly water, the moon's energy tugs at us in ways we don't even realize. It's science, but it feels like magic. Here's a story for you. I had a friend, let's call her Sarah. She was feeling stuck, like everything in her life was on pause. She tried this saltwater ritual during a full moon. No big expectations, just an open mind. She wrote her name, dropped it in the water, and let it sit overnight. The next week, she got a job offer she'd been waiting months for. Coincidence? Maybe. But Sarah swears it shifted her mindset. She felt lighter, more open, and the universe responded. And this isn't just anecdotal. Throughout history, full moons have been celebrated as times of release and renewal. In Buddhism, water represents the clarity of the mind. Salt clears away emotional toxins. Together, they help clear the mental clutter that holds us back. The full moon's glow is like a spotlight on the things we need to let go of: fears, doubts, and negative vibes. Imagine this. You're sitting under the full moon, holding a piece of paper with your name on it. As you dip it into the salt water, you're not just doing a ritual, you're making a statement. You're telling the universe, I'm ready, I'm letting go, I'm open to what's next. And trust me, when you align your energy like that, things start to shift. Here's the big takeaway. This ritual is a reset. It's a chance to clear out the mental and emotional junk that clogs your path. It's not about superstition, it's about intention. When you approach it with the belief that you're releasing the old and making space for the new, you're tapping into a tradition that's been practiced for generations. So, are you ready to try it? Because honestly, what do you have to lose? At best, you'll feel lighter and clearer. And at the very least, you're giving yourself a moment to pause, reflect, and set intentions. And sometimes, that's exactly what you need for things to start falling into place. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how do I actually do this ritual? Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna walk you through it step by step, and trust me, it's way simpler than you think. Plus, you don't need any fancy spiritual tools or expensive stuff. Everything you need is likely already at home. First off, let's talk about what you'll need. Grab a clear glass bowl. Glass is important because it symbolizes transparency and clarity. Plastic or metal? Nah, skip those. They don't carry the same energy. Next, get some pure water. Filtered water works great, but if you can get natural spring water, even better. Water, as we talked about earlier, represents clarity and flow. Then you'll need some sea salt. Coarse sea salt is best because it's known for its purifying properties. Finally, you need a small piece of paper and a pen. Simple, right? Okay, now that you've got your stuff, let's set the vibe. This part is key. Find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. If you can, do it outside under the full moon. There's just something about feeling that moonlight on your skin. Can't go outside? No big deal. A windowsill where the moonlight hits works too. Light a candle or burn some incense if you're into that. The goal here is to create a space that feels peaceful, intentional, and sacred. This isn't just another task. It's a moment for you. Now, onto the writing part. This is where things get personal. On that piece of paper, write your full name. Not just your first name, your full name. Your name carries energy. It represents your identity. Next, write your intentions. But here's the trick. Write them in the present tense. I am successful. I am surrounded by love. I am financially free. By writing them as if they've already happened, you're aligning your energy with that reality. It's like telling the universe, hey, I'm ready for this. Once you've written your name and intentions, take a deep breath. Hold that paper in your hands and really feel the words you've written. Close your eyes and imagine what your life looks like when all those things are true. How does it feel? Who's there with you? What are you doing? This visualization step is powerful because it helps you connect emotionally with your desires, and emotion is the fuel for manifestation. Here's the big moment. Placing your paper into the salt water. Gently submerge it, and as you do, imagine all the negative energy washing away. Picture the water absorbing any doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs you've been carrying. See the salt neutralizing that negativity, leaving behind only positive, high-vibe energy. This part is crucial because you're symbolically cleansing your path for those desires to come through. Now, let the bowl sit overnight. Don't rush this process. The full moon's energy will continue working while you rest. Place the bowl somewhere safe where it won't be disturbed. You can cover it with a light cloth if you want, but make sure it's still in the moonlight. As you sleep, trust that things are shifting. You've done your part. Now let the universe do its thing. The next morning, it's time to close the ritual. Carefully remove what's left of the paper. If it's dissolved, that's okay. It means the water has done its work. Take the salt water and pour it into the earth, your garden, a potted plant, or even the ocean if you live nearby. Don't pour it down the drain if you can avoid it. Giving the water back to nature symbolizes completing the cycle, returning the cleansed energy to the earth. As you pour the water, say a simple thank you. Gratitude locks in the energy and keeps your vibe high. Something like, thank you for clearing my path. I'm open and ready to receive. say it with feeling. Mean it. This final step seals the ritual and signals that you're ready for all the good things headed your way. And there you have it. Simple, right? But don't let the simplicity fool you. This ritual is powerful because of the intention you bring to it. It's a chance to slow down, reflect, and realign. I mean, when's the last time you gave yourself space to really focus on what you want? Exactly. So give it a try. March 14th, full moon. Your time to reset, recharge, and manifest. Who knows? The shift you're looking for could be just one bowl of salt water away. Now let's get real for a second. Why does this ritual even work? I mean, sure, salt water and moonlight sound mystical, but there's actual science and psychology behind it. Let's break it down. First off, have you ever noticed how the moon affects tides? The gravitational pull of the moon moves massive bodies of water. Since our bodies are about 70% water, it makes sense that the moon influences our emotions and energy too. That's why you might feel a little off or extra emotional during a full moon. It's not just in your head, it's nature doing its thing. But here's where it gets interesting. Your subconscious mind plays a huge role. Think about it. How many times have you set a goal but deep down didn't believe it was possible? That doubt sits in your subconscious, quietly shaping your reality. Rituals like this, they hack your subconscious. By performing a physical act with deep intention, writing your name, placing it in salt water, you're sending a clear message. I'm ready for change. Your brain starts to align with that message. Plus, visualization is key. When you imagine your desires as already true, your brain creates new neural pathways. It's like practicing success before it happens. Olympic athletes do this all the time. They visualize winning, and it boosts their performance. You're basically doing the same thing with this ritual. And get this, Masaru Emoto's water experiments showed that water's structure changes based on words, thoughts, and emotions directed at it. Positive words create beautiful crystal patterns. Negative words create chaotic ones. If water responds to energy like that, and you're combining water with intention under a full moon, that's powerful stuff. So yeah, this isn't just woo-woo talk. It's science, mindset, and energy all working together. The full moon amplifies your intentions, the ritual focuses your mind, and your subconscious takes the cue. It's a full-on transformation process, and you're in control of it. And here's another thing, gratitude. When you perform the ritual with a thankful heart, you raise your vibration. Higher vibes attract better outcomes. It's like tuning into the right frequency to receive what you're asking for. Think of it like a radio. You need to be on the right channel to hear the music clearly. This ritual helps you get there. Plus, it gives you a moment to pause, breathe, and connect with yourself. And honestly, when was the last time you gave yourself that? Sometimes, that pause is where the magic happens. Let's talk about two things that can seriously change your life: gratitude and letting go. Sounds simple, right? But these two things pack some serious power. Gratitude is like a magnet for good vibes. When you're thankful, you're telling the universe, hey, I see the good stuff, I'm ready for more. And guess what? The universe listens. It's like tuning your radio to the right frequency. When you're in that high vibe state of gratitude, you're more likely to attract positive outcomes. Now, letting go, that's the tough part. We all hold on to stuff, past mistakes, fears, doubts. Sometimes we don't even realize we're carrying that weight. But here's the deal. You can't fill a cup that's already full. To make space for the new, you've got to release the old. That's where the full moon comes in. Full moons are all about release, letting go of what no longer serves you. Think of it as a cosmic detox. Here's a little story. A friend of mine, Jake, was holding on to a lot of anger after a tough breakup. He tried everything, therapy, journaling, you name it. But it wasn't until he did a simple full moon ritual, writing a forgiveness letter and burning it, that he felt free. He said it was like a weight lifted. Gratitude for the lessons learned and letting go of the hurt made room for new love in his life. And yep, he met someone incredible just a few months later. And here's the science behind it. Psychologists say that practicing gratitude rewires your brain. It boosts dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals. Letting go, meanwhile, reduces stress and anxiety. It's like hitting the reset button on your mental state. When you pair gratitude with release during a full moon ritual, you're tapping into some seriously transformative energy. So, here's the challenge. On March 14th, when that full moon is shining bright, ask yourself, what am I ready to let go of? What am I grateful for right now? Write it down, feel it, release it. Because sometimes, the thing you're waiting for is just on the other side of letting go. And if you're still unsure, start small. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each night. Watch how your mindset shifts. Pair that with a simple letting go practice. Maybe it's tossing old items that no longer serve you or saying goodbye to negative self-talk. These small steps build momentum. And when the full moon comes, you'll be ready. Ready to release, ready to receive, and ready to transform. Let's talk about something super important. How do you know the ritual is actually working? I mean, you did the whole thing. Wrote your name, set your intentions, let the salt water and moonlight do their thing. Now what? How do you know the universe got the memo? Well, here's the deal. Signs. And they can be subtle or totally in your face. First up, dreams. Have you ever had those super vivid dreams that feel more real than reality? After this ritual, pay attention to your dreams. Sometimes the universe sends messages while you sleep. Maybe you'll dream about a person, a place, or an opportunity. Don't brush it off. It could be your subconscious aligning with your desires. Next, let's talk vibes. Ever just feel lighter, like a weight's been lifted? That's no coincidence. After letting go of negative energy, you might wake up feeling refreshed or more optimistic. It's like your energy's been realigned. Some people even report bursts of creativity or motivation. If that's you, roll with it. The universe is clearing space for new things. Here's a fun one. Synchronicities. Ever thought of someone and they suddenly text you? Or you stumble upon a book or podcast that answers exactly what you've been thinking about? These aren't accidents. These little coincidences are signs you're on the right path. The universe has a funny way of nudging us toward what's meant for us. But here's the key. Stay open. Sometimes, things don't show up exactly how you imagined. The opportunity might look different than you expected, or the path might twist a little. Trust the process. The universe delivers what you need, not always what you want, but it always leads you where you're supposed to be. So, stay tuned in. Watch for the signs, because when you're aligned, the universe makes sure you know it. And you know what? Journaling helps too. Write down anything unusual, feelings, thoughts, events. Over time, you might see patterns. Maybe that random conversation with a stranger had more meaning than you realized, or that gut feeling you got. Yeah, trust that. Your intuition sharpens when you've cleared space for it. So grab a notebook and keep track. Sometimes the smallest signs lead to the biggest breakthroughs. All right, so you've done the ritual, felt the shift, and maybe even noticed some signs. But here's a question. How do you keep that energy flowing? Because let's be real, one night under the full moon is powerful, but maintaining that vibe, that's where the real magic happens. So, let's talk about how you can repeat this ritual and keep aligning with the universe. First off, timing matters. The full moon isn't a one-time event. It shows up every month, each with its own unique energy. Some moons are perfect for letting go, others for manifesting new dreams. If March's worm moon is about new beginnings, maybe April's pink moon is your chance to focus on relationships. Pay attention to the moon cycles. Align your rituals with what each moon represents. It's like having a cosmic calendar guiding your journey. Now, consistency is key. Think about it like going to the gym. You don't get fit after one workout, right? Same with your energy. Repeating this ritual monthly keeps your intentions fresh and your mindset clear. Plus, each time you do it, you're building a stronger connection with the universe. You're basically saying, hey, I'm still here, I'm still ready. And the universe, it responds. Here's a tip. Make each ritual personal. Add new elements that resonate with you. Maybe you include crystals, essential oils, or affirmations that match your current goals. If abundance is your focus this month, write it down, visualize it, feel it. If it's healing, set that intention. The more you personalize the ritual, the deeper the connection. And don't forget reflection. After each ritual, take time to journal. What came up for you? What signs did you notice? This helps you track your progress and recognize patterns. Sometimes the universe speaks in whispers. You've got to be tuned in to hear it. Lastly, trust the process. Energy work is a journey, not a sprint. The more you show up for yourself, the more aligned you become. So mark your calendar, set the vibe, and keep showing up. Your breakthrough might just be one full moon away. And hey, don't be discouraged if results aren't immediate. Think of each ritual as planting seeds. Some grow fast, others take time. The key is patience and faith. Every small action, every intention you set, is creating ripples. Trust that the universe is always working behind the scenes. The more consistent you are, the more powerful your results will be. So keep believing, keep showing up, and watch the magic unfold. Now let me share some real stories, because sometimes hearing how others transformed their lives makes all the difference. These aren't fairy tales. These are real people who gave this ritual a shot and saw big shifts. First up, there's Lisa. Lisa was stuck in a job she hated. Every day felt like a drag. She'd been applying for new positions for months with zero luck. Then one night, she decided to try the full moon saltwater ritual. She told me she didn't expect much, just figured it couldn't hurt. But get this, within 2 weeks, she got a call from a company she applied to months earlier. Not only did she get an interview, but she also landed the job, her dream job. Lisa believes the ritual helped her let go of self-doubt and opened her up to the opportunity. Sometimes the energy shift is all you need. Then there's Mike. Mike had been single for years after a rough breakup. He kept saying he was ready for love, but deep down, he was still carrying baggage. During the ritual, he wrote down his fears, fear of getting hurt again, fear of not being enough, and released them. He focused on the kind of relationship he truly wanted. 3 months later, he met someone at a coffee shop. They clicked instantly. Today, they're celebrating 2 years together. Mike swears it wasn't just luck. The ritual gave him clarity and helped him open his heart. And how about Jasmine? She'd been battling anxiety for years. She said the ritual felt like a reset for her mind. By writing down affirmations and placing them in salt water, she felt like she was washing away years of negative thoughts. Over time, she noticed she wasn't as anxious. She started pursuing hobbies she loved, meeting new people, and even traveling solo. Jasmine says the ritual was the first step in realizing she could take control of her peace. The point here? The ritual isn't magic. It's about intention. It gives you a moment to pause, reflect, and realign. When you show up for yourself with clear intentions, the universe responds. These stories, they're proof that when you clear space for new energy, amazing things happen. So, what's stopping you? Seriously, if these everyday people could experience such big changes, why not you? The full moon on March 14th could be your chance, your reset, your fresh start. Maybe your story is the next one waiting to be told. And remember, no story is too small. Maybe your shift comes as a new idea, a renewed sense of confidence, or a peaceful night's sleep after months of stress. Every change counts. The universe notices when you take action, no matter how small. Trust that your story is unfolding exactly as it should. Picture this. It's March 14th. The full moon is shining bright, casting silver light across everything it touches. You're standing there, a bowl of salt water in front of you, your name and deepest desires written on a piece of paper. The night feels electric, like something big is about to happen. You take a deep breath, slow, steady. As you place the paper into the water, you feel it, a shift. It's subtle but real, like you've just told the universe, I'm ready. For a moment, everything feels still. The air feels different, lighter. This is the climax, the turning point. You've let go of what no longer serves you, and in doing so, you've opened the door for something new. This is the moment the universe starts working behind the scenes, aligning opportunities, relationships, and experiences that match your energy. It's not magic, it's alignment. You've tuned into the frequency of your desires. Now, imagine looking back on this night weeks from now, realizing it was the beginning of everything you've been waiting for. The shift started right here, with you, under the full moon. So here we are, the end of the ritual, but honestly, the beginning of so much more. Think about it. You took a moment for yourself, you got clear on what you want, and you made a declaration to the universe. That's huge. Most people go through life without ever hitting pause to reflect, but you did, and that's where the magic starts. Now remember, it's not about obsessing over the how or when. The universe has its own timeline. Your job, stay open, stay grateful, and trust the process. The energy you've put out is already in motion. You might not see results tomorrow or next week, but believe me, things are shifting in your favor. Here's a little tip. Keep the energy alive. Revisit your intentions regularly. Visualize them. Feel them. Because when you believe it's possible, you act like it's possible. And that's when the universe starts aligning things for you. So, as you move forward, carry this energy with you. You've done the work. Now let the universe surprise you. Your story is just beginning. And hey, don't forget to celebrate the small wins along the way. Every positive sign, every small opportunity, they're all pieces of the bigger picture. Each step is proof that you're on the right path. Sometimes the little shifts lead to the biggest transformations. So, stay tuned. The best is yet to come. If this video spoke to you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing content. Drop a comment below saying, "I'm ready for the universe's blessings." Let's keep this energy going together. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. The best is yet to come. Stay tuned. And hey, share this video with someone who needs a little cosmic push. We're all on this journey together, and sometimes all it takes is one message to spark change. So stick around, because the universe has big plans, and trust me, you want to be part of it. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of the magic.